Tubies! This is Psychic Bob. It is so awesome to be with you. Well, here it is, Zodiac Thursday, and I know it's getting late in the day. The sun's already going down. But Psychic Bob, for those of you who may not know, I'm a full-time professional psychic medium, so I've been in readings all day today. I've had people literally calling from around the world and been doing readings back to back. So it's been a little hectic time for Psychic Bob. But even though it's getting late in the day, I thought it's better to get out Zodiac Thursday a little late. Better late than never, I say. So I hope that you still have some enthusiasm to hear about what's going on astrologically. We'll talk about tomorrow, too. We'll get a jump on that. So anyways, how do you like my shirt I'm wearing today? This is my Zodiac shirt. Let me move my pen in here. This is the sign of Aquarius. And for you new people, you haven't seen this. I always wear this on Thursday. He's the water bearer. He's pouring the waters of life, bringing new life to the world. And being an Aquarius, I love this. I love being an Aquarius. Well, I got to tell you, let me show you here. We got our Zodiac wheel. Now, some of you have been writing, says, Psychic Bob, where's your old Zodiac wheel? Well, here it is. Not to worry, Psychic Bob didn't forget it this week. This is my old standby. It's from the 1960s. It's an old porcelain piece, ceramic. And I just love it because it's got the big sun in the center and then all the signs around it. Isn't that fun? I like it. I have a lot of fun with it. Well, you know, we started off today. It was an interesting day because we started off with the moon here in Gemini. This is Gemini, the twins. And we moved into at 11:30 this morning, actually 11:28 to be precise. Astrologers always get to the minute, but I'm just being lazy and rounding off, so we'll say 11:30. We moved into the sign of Cancer. And this is wonderful. You know, both signs are wonderful because the Gemini energy that started the day is all about, you know, ideas, thoughts, partnership, communication. So this early morning time was really good for making connections with people. And anybody who kind of tried to do business early this morning, you'll find that that energy is going to carry through and help you. So, you know, hopefully you got some good things done early this morning. Now, this afternoon, while we moved into the sign of Cancer here, the crab, the energy shifted a little bit. Whereas Gemini energy tends to be larger than life and out there and communicating, Cancer energy takes all that energy and turns it inward. This is the energy of the mystic, the energy of the psychic. And for anybody who's, you know, into psychic stuff, this Cancer energy gives power to that, gives heightened energy. And if you're somebody who loves to do channeling, Cancer is one of the best signs. Some of the best psychics in the world have been Cancers. So this is a sign that I like. Now, not to rain on the parade, but there are some challenging aspects today that I think also need to be looked at because with this shift, there's some other transits that prove a little bit challenging, I guess is the word I want to say around this. Hold on, oops, where'd my glasses go? You know me, I'm half blind. So today, what else we've got going on is we've got Mercury in opposition to Uranus. Now, for anybody who knows about Uranus, Uranus is the ruling planet of Aquarius, but its energy can be kind of quirky and erratic. This is why a lot of Aquarians seem a little strange, myself included. That Uranian influence makes us go a little loopy, you know. Not always bad, more creative energy, but when a planet is in opposition, that means it's right across from each other. It's like they're staring each other down. That Uranian influence affecting Mercury means that communications today could prove very challenging. You may find like you go to a business meeting and then suddenly nobody knows what the other's talking about. So it may be a little weird. So you need to be very careful. This is a good day to practice caution in all things because the energy for communications to be really messed up could be very, very strong today, okay? Now, as I've said in the past, and I want to remind you, the stars do not compel, they guide. So don't just say, well, I can't do anything. I'm going to stay in my house today. No, no, no. know this and take precautions. For example, I had somebody call for a reading this morning. They said, I have a business meeting. I can't cancel it. What do I do? How do I get around that energy? And what I told them is I said, you want to make note cards. Because what this will do is it will keep you on topic and keep you focused. And I told this person, I said, when this kind of opposition, Mercury and Uranus are together, it can make you lose your focus. You go on tangents, and then it gets so skewed and everybody's confused. And then people don't even know how to respond. So if you have cue cards and you go through them one by one and don't deviate and stick to your focus, you can get around that. See, so that's a way, that we can work with the energy. Knowing that, we take steps to control it. And that's the thing. So for any of you right now who have to do any meetings, particularly this evening, you might want to take that advice for yourself as well, okay? Now, we've got some favorable aspects here because the moon and sun are trine each other. Trine is what do we call, favorable aspect. What it means is the sun is trine the moon, which means that the sun's power illuminates the moon's power. The moon's power is the intuitive side, the inner knowledge, the inner wisdom. So having the sun and the moon trine means that both aspects are favored. So the outer world, knowledge and logic are present, and yet it's balanced with the intuitive side. So this is actually a very good aspect, and it will help kind of eradicate perhaps a little bit of that quirky Uranian Mercury strange influence today, okay? And as I said, we're in the sign of Cancer, which means that your intuition can be trusted, okay? So as I said, this is more of a day of knowing the inner knowledge, but the challenge is getting it communicated to the outer world. And it's kind of funny because I've been wanting to do this video all day, but every time I sit down to do it, something comes in. The phone rings, there's somebody needing a reading right away. Everything's just like a schedule's filling up. I'm thankful for that, and I'm not complaining. But you see, my effort to reach out to the world at large is kind of off today. So here it is this late, I'm just getting the video. So that's a sign of another way of how that planetary influence can affect you today. Now, don't panic because we do have better days ahead, as I like to say. Just so you know, this weekend, Friday, starting tomorrow, we've got the moon trine Neptune. And that means that psychic senses will continue to be heightened. So we've got the moon still in Cancer and the moon trine Neptune. You want to talk about psychic power day? Tomorrow is it. Wonderful day. Any of y'all want to have readings? Schedule them with me on Friday because I'll be really tuned in, and you will too. I always say it takes two to do a reading because, if the client's not open psychically, the medium can't read, you see. So we have to work together, and tomorrow's a good day for readings. Now, we do have the moon in opposition to Pluto and to Mars tomorrow, which has a little bit of challenging aspects because Pluto deals with long-term goals. So you may find that kind of getting things organized in a longer-term scenario may prove challenging tomorrow. So keep your focus as much as you can on the immediate, on the short term. If you're dealing business deals with people and they're saying, well, let's talk about the next 10 year scenario, say, okay, we can talk about that. Maybe it'd be better to talk about that tomorrow, and kind of bring the focus back around to the immediate. Because once you get the immediate under control, that long-term energy will be better discussed at a later date, okay? And we also have the moon in opposition to Mars tomorrow. And what that means is that Mars is the planet that sometimes brings out the fire energy. It can bring out hostility. It can also be a form of inspiration, but in this case, it tends to impact the negative aspects. So with the moon in opposition to Pluto and in opposition to Mars, this also means be very careful in your speech, be very gentle, very, very patient, because people are going to be feeling a little more sensitive, and you don't want to rile everybody up, stir the pot, as they say. So be gentle in your speech, be patient with others tomorrow, and you're going to get through this time fine, and trust your intuition, okay? So this is what's going on Friday. Saturday, again, we're still in the sign of Cancer. The moon will move into Leo later in the day, but you're going to start off the day with the moon again in Cancer. Again, trust that intuition. And we've got the sun actually moving into Scorpio. So we got Scorpio energy, which is that deep emotional watery energy. And we have the moon tomorrow entering into, on Saturday, entering into Leo, which is fire. So we got fire and water, which makes kind of interesting, kind of challenging energy. So it may be a day of kind of intense emotions on Saturday. So try to stay in the chillax mode as much as you can, okay? So there's a little bit of help over the next few days. I hope that gives you just a little bit of insight here, okay? But you guys are rocking. I got to keep it short because Psyche Bob is on a tight schedule here today. But I am just want to let you know, Bob did not forget you. Psyche Bob loves you, and I am always with you. And I want to say thank you, give a big shout out to all our new subs who have been coming and writing such nice letters. You're wonderful. I've been getting a number of letters in the mail. Some of you sent me wonderful gifts. We'll talk all about that in the coming days, so we'll get back there. I want to say thank you to everybody who sent me presents. That's really kind. It wasn't necessary, but I do love it. And I'm going to talk about some of my wonderful gifts that people have sent, my love mail. And thank you. Thank you to all of you. I'm not going to give your names out right now, but we'll talk about that. So anyways, so here we are back to our big zodiac wheel. And remember this, if you're having a challenging day, don't say you're cursed or you're fated. Know that the stars are always in motion, and tomorrow will revolve into a new star system, a new alignment. So things are always changing. See, this is why you must never give in to despair and give up hope, because the zodiac reminds us that everything changes. And so today you may have the worst day of your life, but guess what? The stars above are rotating and moving, and the planets aligning, and they will bring you greater blessing in the coming days. So today, yeah, we're having a little bit of challenge, but now we know how to work with it. And we know that we can always look to the stars and see life evolving and changing. And we can evolve, change, grow with it. Okay. Well, you guys rock. I love you. Listen, if you want to give Psyche Bob some love, like this favorite, share it with your friends. Let's get the word out about Spirit Channel and the work we do here. And if you can, hit subscribe for me. Be part of our channel. We'd sure love you to be here. And just an update on daily horoscopes. I'm, Lady Angela's traveling right now, so we haven't had time to work on the website. Psyche Bob's working on that. I will get back to daily horoscopes very soon. Not to worry. I didn't forget you. So we will have that. So I know some of you have been going to my website and saying, where's the horoscopes? Don't panic. Psyche Bob didn't forget you. Just technical stuff, okay? We're getting it worked out. And when Lady Angela's back, we'll get that going. Anyways, you guys rock. I love you. Thank you for being here. By the way, if you enjoy spiritual stuff, you need to pop over to my website also and get some books, get some reading. We've got Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom over there. We've got Ouija Mysteries. We've got Messages from Rose. So you see, you have a lot of spiritual options, and I have a few other books over there. These are just the ones I had right in front of me. But you want to, really think about, keeping focused on your soul journey. And I try to put out books to help you with that. So I am so glad you're here. All right, well, listen, we're going to be back here tomorrow on Friday. I don't know what we're doing yet. We'll find out something fun to do. Maybe we'll talk about Halloween tomorrow. I think we're going to talk about Halloween altar. Would you guys like that? All right, be back here tomorrow. We're going to talk about setting up a Halloween altar. So we'll see you then. Thanks for being here. I love you. Blessed be.